Mga kasansi, panibagong episode na naman po ang inyong matutunghayan ngayong year 2.
Salam, Shlonek, Shakbarek, Shalumek, Kipalhal. Marhaba mga kasansi, isa naman pong masaya at makabuluhang Biyernes ng tanghalian ang pagsasamahan natin dito lang sa
Sam
and Quiz,
the podcast. Alright, Mama Viva, it's a blessing naman at talagang we're so excited for this episode.
and also me. I don't know how I'm excited.
Correct, nakaka-excite. Kagabi parang hindi na kami makatulog.
Medyo kabado.
Kaya nga, yes, mga kasansi, we are here po sa Philippine Embassy to having the special guest sa atin. Talagang empower women.
And it's been a long time that we eyeing to be our guest here in Sam and Quiz the podcast.
At lagi lang din natin siyang nakakasama for the ambush interview.
Yes.
Diba? At ngayon na nga, makapanayam na natin one-on-one na nag-iisang Philippine Ambassador ng Kingdom of Bahrain.
Opo.
Yes, alright. Sa ating pagbabalik, kikilala natin siya dito lang po sa Sam
and Quiz the podcast.
Yes, welcome back mga kasansi, and yes, we are thrilling and excited, Mama Viva.
So far, yes.
Oo, talaga nakaka-excite po ito mga kasansi because this is our very first time one-on-one interview po sa nag-iisang ambassador dito po sa Kingdom of Bahrain. We're so excited. Kasi, ayun nasabi ko nga kanina, di ba, lagi lang din natin siyang nakikita na ambush interview pag may mga events. But now, we have an opportunity na po mga kasansi na makasama siya sa ating podcast.
And it's been a long time we're eyeing to be our guest.
At ngayon na napagbigyan tayo sa oras.
Medyo kinakabahan na.
Ako nga rin. Yung mga ibabato nating questions, okay ba kay ma'am?
Okay yan kay ma'am.
Tingnan natin eh. So, sumama kami sa kahit short notice lang ito, talaga nagpapasalamat tayo kay Miss G. Marie for taking us. At talagang si ma'am talagang pumayag din sa interview. Alright?
Hindi naman mapapaya siguro ang sa amin pagdating kay ma'am.
Yes. So talagang inaabangan ito. So mga kasansi, please welcome the one and only, our honorable ambassador, Madam Ann Alandoon Luis.
Maraming salamat, Sam and Chris. And magandang araw sa inyo at sa lahat na nanonood ng inyong podcast.
Yes, thank you so much, Madam, for this time. Talagang na-corner namin kayo ngayon. Kahit may mga busy schedule si Ma'am.
Very weekend, weekdays.
Lahat walang pahinga. 7 days a week ang trabaho ni Ma'am.
Ganun talaga siguro pag ina ka ng OFW.
Correct. So, kamusta po kayo, Ma'am?
Mabuti naman at yun nga, busy-busy.
Yeah.
So ngayon kasing patapos na yung summer, marami na yung activities. Every weekend, especially Fridays, puno yung activities, especially those involving the Filipino communities.
Talagang hands-on si Madam Ann.
So lahat masaya na kasi medyo palamig na, medyo nagbago na yung weather. Kasi sa sobrang hectic ng schedule ni Ma'am, talagang mainit, lalakad na pa siya pagpupunta niya sa venue. No?
Correct.
So kaya lahat ng tao medyo nakakunot yung pag ganyang kainit. But ngayon lahat, even me, masaya ako kasi sa sales po ako, pag talagang malamig na. Talagang masayang na ako. Pero pag sobrang init, ang hirap talaga mag-sales call.
So yan mga kasansi, pag-usapan naman natin ang buhay ni Madam Ann. So we will not take personally, Ma'am, but we will having some questions po na talagang tungkol din sa inyo. No? So gusto namin malaman, Ma'am, kung ano ba yung full name mo, taga saan ka ba, saan ka ba
okay. Well, my maiden name is Ann Lim Alandoon. My late mother was a Lim. She was from San Carlos City in Negros Occidental. And I come from a big family, big clan in Bacolod City ng mga Halandoon. Oo. So originally from Haro, Iloilo, yung grandparents ko. But my grandfather settled in Bago City, Negros Occidental. So taga-Bago kami. But I went to school in Bacolod and grew up there as well. So, and then I got married to a Malaysian national. Kaya yung pangalan ko naging surname is my married name, Luis. So, my husband is D. Gerard Joseph Luis. He's Malaysian and we have 2 children. The eldest is a girl, si Gabriel, and the second is a boy, si Gerard. Yes.
Kaya pala malambing na salita si Ma'am. Kasi
Taga
Bacolod. Bakit daw? Hindi marunong magalit.
Hindi marunong pag nagagalit
Malambing pa rin.
Malambing pa rin. Sasakin kita.
Sige.
Opo.
Talagang gano'n naman yung ugali. Kaya talagang pag nakikita niyo si Madam, once she's smiling, talagang mag-good vibes ka na.
I'm very approachable.
But that doesn't mean to say na hindi ako nagagalit.
It's normal naman po. Meron ako, before magkaroon ako ng boss na taga Bacolod. Same with Ma'am, talagang malambing siya magsalita. Pero pag nagalit yung parang tigre. Lahat kami umaalis.
Meron din kaming Canlaon volcano sa Negros.
Sumasabog po. Siyempre
Sumasabog din.
So how many years are married ako, Ma'am, kay Sir?
We celebrated our 25th anniversary last year. Yes, silver anniversary last year. Yes.
Yes. Regarding kay Sir, no? The first time I saw him, I thought he was a Filipino.
Yes.
Usually kasi yung features niya.
Features.
Usually, people would think that he's also Filipino, but once he opens his mouth and he speaks, doon nila nalaman, hindi pala Filipino to. And marunong na sasabihin niya, hindi ako Filipino.
Yes.
But
pakisabi sa English.
But he's very supportive because every time I saw you, he's there.
Kapag nandito siya, he doesn't stay here often because he still works in Malaysia. Yes, he's worked there. So he travels here every 2 months or so. But basta nandito siya at merong events, activities, kasama siya. Well, ano niya na yun? That's part of his role, as my spouse. Alam niya na yun. So in all my postings sa Malaysia, sa Sydney, and here, basta Filipino community events and other diplomatic events, events hosted by the host government. So, alam naman niya yung role niya na but he's always there by my side and very supportive. At kahit wala siya rito, no? So, we always support each other in our respective careers.
Yes, of course the sweetness are still there. Kasi talagang kasunod na po yan being supportive and sweet sa mga bawat spouse.
Tsaka kasama niya sa pagtatrabaho, talagang nakakatanggal din ng stress yun.
Of course. Siya malaki din yung responsibilities niya. Ako mabigat din, but it's important that you talk about work.
Yes.
You also so that you share.
You have the sharing.
Yes, you share and. Well, every day as a family, we make it to a point to have a video call.
Wow.
Every day.
Group call with your kids.
Group call with our kids. Medyo challenging lang because my son is in Sydney. So he's 7 hours ahead of Bahrain. Tapos Malaysia is 5 hours ahead. So usually yung aming common time in mga 1 to 2 p.m. here. Yun yung medyo hindi matulog yung dalawang anak. No? But they're grown up. They're working already. So, but we try as much as possible to talk as a family na kompleto every day. Yeah.
Siyempre, you're married with Malaysians, or first night sa mga Pilipino. So, it's easy to mingle with them, like, i-approach yung Malaysian husband or other nationality. Medyo may adjustment ba pagdating sa food, pagdating sa
Well, I guess I think what facilitated things with us is that we started out really as friends. We had many things in common, and we became close as friends, no? Before the relationship developed. And it's very challenging because, of course, he comes from another culture. But although we share many things in common, but I think siguro if it's the right person, whatever is the nationality, di ba? Whatever is the nationality, if you think that it's the right person, and I always believe that things happen for a reason, di ba?
Yes.
It's a divine providence.
Yes,
Somebody up there is looking after you. So kung talagang meant kayo,
kung kayo,
you're meant to be together, no? But there have been challenges because we've even from the very start, it's been a long distance relationship because of the nature of my work. The nature of my work. But there were years naman na magkasama kami in Manila and in Sydney na magkasama kami. Pero ito rin, when I transferred here, so hindi siya talagang permanently, he came with me when I first arrived, but not to stay the whole time because he has his work din. O, kailangan pa namin magtrabaho. Kailangan pa magtrabaho. At that time, our kids were still both in university. And ngayon naman na graduate na, nagtatrabaho na. But of course, we have to prepare for our own retirement, di ba?
Malapit na siguro.
Yes, we have to prepare for that. So, we cannot afford not working yet, so that's why we cannot be together. So may challenges, but through the years we've learned to cope with it, and it has become quite a natural occurrence na sa amin, and it's something that we are able to deal with. Yeah.
Okay. So yun, ma'am, for being an ambassador, so how many years na po ba yung service niyo for being ambassador?
I was appointed ambassador last January 2023.
Okay. Here in the kingdom.
Yes, so this is my first ambassadorial post as ambassador of the Philippines to the Kingdom of Bahrain. But I've been with the Philippine Foreign Service for this year 27 years already. 27 years.
You're having a long time in the public service.
Yes. I joined the Department of Foreign Affairs in 1996. Oo. So, matagal na rin. Oh, I am old already.
I think elementary yata ako.
I'll be 60 in a few years' time.
Oh, okay. So, different countries, ma'am, yung napuntahan nyo na po ba?
Yes. Meron kaming tinatawag na tour of duty. In the Philippines, it's 6 years.
6 years.
So, my first tour, I was first assigned sa Malaysia, sa Kuala Lumpur.
Wow.
And then, my second tour was Sydney. Australia, I was Consul General. Meron tayong Consulate General sa Sydney. And then, after that, I went back to Kuala Lumpur. Nandun ako during COVID. No?
So, hindi naman po kayo lockdown?
Nag-lockdown talaga yung Malaysia for about 3 months. From March to June.
So, as in, wala po
totally lockdown, yes. It was a very challenging time for us because of the restriction. And the challenge for us sa embassy was how to extend services, deliver services to the Filipinos who need it, na walang face-to-face, di ba?
Yes,
everything we did online. Even may mga Filipino na nag-transit or were they were caught sa airport na stranded sa airport, pero hindi kami makapunta doon.
Siyempre,
no? So
there's restrictions.
You learned ways, how to assist them. Pati yung nakaibigan na nila, nakausap namin, yung mga may stall sa airport. May mga stall through them. Even pagpapadala ng pera. So, it was good na yung iba doon, mga Malaysian, na nagtitinda doon. They're manning the stalls, yung mga coffee at mga na remain bukas doon. So, through them, napaabot namin yung assistance doon sa Pilipino na stranded.
So, channeling.
Kasi di ka talaga, you cannot travel to the airport, hindi ka rin makapasok. So, how will you be able to, kung kailangan nila financial assistance, how will you send it, di ba? Na ganon. So, you had to think of ways kung paano makatulong, but we survived naman.
Talaga napakaraming restriction.
Madaming ding challenges.
Like face mask, kailangan po talagang by Zoom or
And saka yung PCR test. Dapat
how many times yata ako ng PCR test?
Bawat alis kailangan
quarantine, di ba? Meron pang time na paglapag mo, may 14 days kang quarantine.
We was here, nandito kami sa Bahrain isang. So, lagi na lang, every time, lagi na lang laging be expected na mag-open na bigla na namang suddenly lockdown daw. Ayun, bahay lang kami.
Sobrang malaking apekto nangyari.
Medyo ako noon, medyo nagpipray ako na sana kasi dito sa isang building, pag may isang
COVID.
Close po talaga.
Close po lahat. So, sana wala. So, so good naman God is good na talagang wala.
So, ma'am, for your public service ngayon po, syempre may mga struggles din kayo. Pag-usapan natin, ano ba yung mga happy moments mo lang?
There are many fulfilling moments in my career, I would say. One of the things that I really am privileged because of my work is the meeting people. No, I think engaging with people, of course, is a very important part of our job as diplomats. No, but I really enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it, and I like, for instance, engaging with the members of the Filipino community wherever I am assigned. Kasi I'm also inspired by the individual stories ng mga OFWs natin at yung ibang mga overseas Filipinos, no? I think each one carries with them a very inspiring and a story of bravery, of resilience, no? We can all be inspired by it. And like here, coming to Bahrain, there's a wealth of resource in the Filipino community, no? So, merong artists, merong media practitioners, gaya ninyo, meron tayong mga professionals, such as yung mga doctors natin na nag-volunteer ngayon sa medical camp. I'm really inspired by that, no? That bayanihan spirit din. Because you see it in action. No, you see it in action. And I guess that's why it tells us na kuminsan kahit anumang problems o challenges, there are always solutions. Meron yan. And then if we can just put our heads together and work together, we can overcome those challenges. And then I'm glad na through the help of the community and other stakeholders, other partners, nakagawa tayo dito sa Bahrain ng maraming activities. Maraming activities, di ba?
Lagi na tayo nakikita.
Lagi tayo nakikita si Ma.
Na nag-benefit doon sa mga Pilipino. Because of course, the very important mandate of the embassy is to, and the foreign policy of the Philippine government is to promote and protect the welfare of Filipinos overseas. So, across all sectors, kung ano man yun, no, to promote their interests. So, kaya yung embahada, meron tayong very strong health and wellness program. Meron din tayong cultural program.
Yun nga. I think the one you bring here.
Yung balik saya.
No,
Filipiniana
Rodania. So, I was enjoy that, madam.
I'm glad.
Ang gagaling nila. Filipinos talaga.
Magaling, And also, meron din tayong mga financial literacy programs na importante din, no? Like the one that we're encouraging entrepreneurship in the community, and then para yung lahat ng mga Pilipino ay magiging financially stable and secure and independent. Kasi lahat naman ng OFWs gaya dito sa Kingdom of Bahrain will not be here forever, di ba? Uuwi talaga. So dapat we should have all of us should have a plan B. Ano bang gagawin mo doon? No? Dapat financially stable din.
That's right.
Yes.
Nakikita natin yung mga sa OWA, may mga trainings po sila.
Skills training program.
Dressmaking.
That's right.
Nakakatulong pag nag-for good na sa
Pilipinas. Parang livelihood
program. Yes.
Okay. So, madami pang ilan po na po kayong ambassadors dito sa Kingdom? I think pang 8.
Pang 8 na ba?
Nakita ko dun
Pang 8. Yes. So, matagal na rin tayong present dito sa Bahrain. Last year, we celebrated the 45th anniversary ng ating diplomatic relations. I'm sure naka-attend din kayo ng mga iba't ibang activities in celebration of that milestone. Pero even that's just the formal relations, no, diplomatic relations. But even before that, of course, we had people-to-people engagement. Matagal na yung mga may partnership, may engagement between the Filipinos and Bahrain. So, yung embahada, matagal na rin, and I think pang-4 na ba ito, pang-5 lipat ng location ng embassy. although now we're glad that we have a
Mas
bigger space,
Nakakatuwa.
bigger facility, no? So, para naman yung, to improve also the delivery of services na binibigay natin sa mga Pilipino at ibang members ng public. Yes.
So nakaka-accommodate po lahat dito sa Philippine Embassy. Dito located sa Aguila.
Napakalaki ngayon, and I'm very glad na napakalaki ng compound ng nakuha ng Philippine Embassy.
Maganda, as in sakto talaga. Kahit maliit lang yung bansang bahay, napakalaki ng Philippine Embassy dito.
And someone time, nakausap po ako isang nationality na sabi niya that he really admire about Philippine Embassy.
Yes.
Kasi sabi niya strong tayo, our embassy, unlike nung kanila, parang wala doon system and ganyan. Sabi niya, you have to be proud of being a Filipino. Sinabi niya sa atin. So, talagang sabi ko, bukod sa makapinoy ako, talagang I'm very proud to be a Filipino.
Well, there are many things that we should be thankful for, no? Not everything is perfect, di ba? Hindi naman kompleto lahat maybe, but we try our best. And there are many things that we are thankful for. We are thankful that we were able to rent this new facility na mas malaki para mas malaki yung lugar. Hindi tayo siksikan. And of course, in terms of our representation, project naman natin yung image natin appropriately. Pwede naman natin ipagmalaki pag meron tayong mga bisita, mga visitors dito at hindi naman tayo na mahihiya dun sa ating facility. And we're proud also that we have the Centro Rizal na, which is actually lahat ng mga embahada at mga consulates general ng Pilipinas all over the world, we are directed to establish Centro Rizal. So finally, from one room doon sa lumang embahada natin, ngayon we have one villa where we can really showcase our culture and our history, the very rich legacy na iniwan sa atin ng ating mga bayani. And of course, it showcases the works ng Filipino Creatives Bahrain, yung grupo ng very talented visual artists dito sa Bahrain, so we can be proud of them. So marami naman tayong mga blessings, and I'm also thankful that for the cooperation ng mga iba't ibang Filipino community organizations para nakakagawa tayo ng iba't ibang activities. And kung inyong paintulutan, I will talk about the bayanihan, medical, dental, and optical consultation na nangyayari dito ngayong araw na to, October 4, 2024 dito sa Embahada. So, I would just like to recognize din yung efforts ng main organizer, yung Triskelion International, yung Bahrain chapter na nag-organize nito kasama in collaboration with several hospital and Filipino community organizations, yung nurses, yung pharmacists, at yung ating mga doktor. Especially yung ating mga doktor, galing silang different hospitals, mga Pilipinong doktor. But before I came here, may na-meet din sa akin, may na-meet ako doon na isang doktor from our partner, yung Al-Shifa Hospital.
Nakita ko nga po siya.
And then doon naman sa kabila, meron din tayong optical at dental, di ba? Kasi of course when I go around, may nami-meet din ako ng mga Pilipinong nagre-request, no? Recently we also had our medical camp, our partnership with Al-Hilal, di ba?
Yes po,
yung Healthy Pinoy campaign.
Kinover din natin yan.
From August 2 to August 30. August 31 sa Al-Hilal sa Manama branch, Manama Central branch. At tayo nagpapasalamat din sa kanila. There were more than 1,600 Filipinos who availed of the free consultation there. So, and testing. So this is part of the embassy's health and wellness program. Kasi napaka-importante nito because how will you continue working, di ba, pag nagkasakit ka?
Yes. May nakausap nga po kami doon sa nasabi niya, ano yung check up mo? Sabi niya lahat na kasi minsan. Sabi niya tuwang-tuwa. So sabi ko makikita ko talaga na ang aga daw niya.
Oo, yes,
Ang aga niya
yes.
doon sa pila.
Oo.
So siya yung unang-una.
Unang-una siya sa consultation.
Sila sa embassy were telling me na maaga. Although we really announced na 7 o'clock registration. Pero yung mga Pilipino naman, basta medical camp, pag sinabi mong 7, they arrive even earlier, diba? Para mauna sila sa pila. But I'm glad to see na, they take up the invitation pag in-announce natin na magkaroon nito. And I'm thankful nga na yung Triskelion since I think last year uli nag-hold after the pandemic, no? So and then hopefully tuloy-tuloy na ito every year na makakagawa tayo dito at least once a year dito sa embahada. Pero patuloy pa rin yung partnership natin with private hospitals. In addition pa yun, no? Na kasi alam namin na meron tayong kung minsan may mga kababayan tayo na hindi makakapunta sa hospital o clinic, pero kung dito sa embahada pag ginanap, makakapunta sila. And then of course, kasama na rin yung pagtanong nila dito sa mga iba't ibang serbisyo ng embassy, kung mayroon man silang tanong about consular matters.
So one-stop processing.
Yes. Or kasi bukas din nga yung opisina ng SSS, no? For those na importante din yun magiging active member. And then of course yung opisina ng Migrant Workers Office at OWA. So, sabay na rin yun na pwede silang
magtanong. So, at least one stop na talaga. So, andun na lahat. Tatanong nila, magpapacheck up sila. At meron pang libreng gamot.
Yes.
May libreng gamot.
Yung Philippine Pharmacists Association sa Bahrain.
Total package na talagang may gamot na, may consultation.
Nakita ko nga doon, may pang cholesterol, may pang diabetic,
may pang high
blood, at skincare.
Nag-avail ka din ba? Nag-avail ka ng gamot?
Secret.
Kailangan natin yan.
Kaya nagpapasalamat ako dun sa partners natin, at saka sa mga doktor, dentist, at optician, at sa Triskelion, at mga volunteers. Maraming volunteers.
May mga marshals.
So, iba't iba. And of course, pasasalamatan ko rin yung team ng embahada.
Yes po.
Grabe. Of course, pumasok
7 days a week
na to para tumulong na
kompleto sila.
Kompleto.
Nakita ko.
Thank you so much. Talaga nakaka-proud din na ganito mga program yung ginagawa ng Philippine Embassy for all OFWs here.
When it comes naman sa bayanihan, Sam, ang Pilipino talagang pag sinabing bayanihan, kung wala sa culture na natin yan when maliit pa ako narinig na yung bayanihan.
Yes.
And I was remember yung bayanihan may dala-dalang bahay. Diba? I was taught
sample talaga.
Yung pala yung sample.
Yes. It's cooperation in action, diba? Cooperation talaga yung bayanihan spirit. And I'm also glad na it's alive here sa community, sa Filipino community sa Bahrain.
And I'm very happy also, Madam, na nakita ko kasi now, I think ito yung pinakamalaking medical mission na ginawa ng Triskelion because of meron na tayong malaking facility.
Correct.
Maganda yung compound and because of you, ikaw ang nailagay o ikaw yung nailuklok. Meron talagang mga development.
Very organized.
Pag sinabi talaga, nasa ng Philippine Embassy mo, may makikita ka doon, may malaking compound, this way. Talagang hindi nakakahiya.
Hindi nakakahiya.
So talagang
nakaka-proud talaga.
Nakaka-proud, Medyo malaki pa nga tayo sa iba. Humble,
syempre. So ma'am, for being sample na rin si Madam ng woman empowerment.
Of course.
So,
superwoman.
Yes, superwoman. So, ma'am, hingan po kita ng advice sa ating mga kababayan, lalo yung mga babae na nalulos na or naiiba na ba ng landas or something na kailangan makonquer yung mga challenges. Ano po ba yung pwede nyo may advice sa kanila?
Well, I'm speaking from my own personal experience and what has guided me. And despite all the challenges, whether it's work or personal life, because hindi ka rin happy and contented and you cannot really perform well pag may problema ka in either, di ba? Okay. So I think for in my own personal experience, whatever your faith is, you have to be grounded in faith. It has to be at the center, at the core of your life, whatever your belief is, kung ano man yun, kung ano man religion mo, ano man yung belief mo, because it's what drives you, it's what propels you forward, it it guides you and it gives you direction.
Absolutely.
Kung ano man yung faith mo. And then, of course, what has been very important is, of course, the love and support of my family, of your loved ones.
Yes,
no?
your loved ones.
So, importante din yun. And you have to find meaning in what you are doing.
Yes.
Yung work mo.
Opo, yung work.
Because then the way that you act, the way that, again, that you relate to people, it will show. No, because it means that you find meaning and relevance in your work, and it gives you satisfaction, and it continues to inspire you daily. So you have to find those things, no? So wala siyang set formula because each one of us is different. Iba-iba tayo ng experiences, iba-iba tayo ng status ng kalagayan natin presently ng buhay. So I cannot say na dapat gawin mo to, dapat gawin mo to. But I think these are the very important elements na kailangan mong tinan. First of all, what is your core belief? Ano ba yung prinsipyo mo sa buhay? And of course, faith plays an integral role in that because it gives you meaning.
Yes.
It gives you meaning in life. And second, yun nga, yung support of the family and your loved ones. And yung third is, yun nga, what is your purpose?
Yes, your purpose.
Oo.
This is the...
In order to find meaning in what you do, whether it's work or projects or ano ba, no? Do you believe in it? Kasi that will determine the course of your path, no? Kung ano man yon. So, kung sakali namang dun sa ating mga kababaihan, always believe na there's something in store for you. Kung you feel na nasa mababang kalagayan ka ngayon or what, don't despair because sabi ko nga, whatever the challenges and the problems, there's always a solution. Kung minsan kailangan lang pag-isipan, or you might find inspiration through other people, and aahon din. It's not,
not all the time you're
life
down.
is not static and ganun ka lang eh. But it changes.
Sabi nga
it
nila,
changes.
Pilot ng mundo, minsan nasa ilalim ka na.
Yes.
That's very true.
Oo. Kaya don't despair and reach out. Reach out to other people, no?
I think makakatulong yun ang bahay. Talaga nang reach out ka.
Reach out. Reach out even sometimes yung makausap lang, di ba? To talk about things. It helps already.
Medyo makaluwag ng loob.
Oo. Kahit yung yung embassy, meron kaming duty phone that's manned 24/7. And I know from experience, kasi nung ako'y bago sa department, naranasan ko rin mag-handle ng telepono na yun. Kung minsan, hindi naman yung talagang meron, ang Pilipino, meron talagang problem. But gusto lang makakausap. Gusto lang may makausap na Pilipino at may
ma-advise ka sa
kanya. May nakikinig sa kanila. No? So sometimes, that, especially pag nasa ibang bansa tayo, di ba? You look for someone else who's also a Filipino who can understand you. No, so yun lang yung mga may problema dito. Reach out to other members of the community, or kung minsan hindi rin, maybe through a church, through an NGO, or iba't ibang grupo, no? So kung saan kayo komportable, but I would advise them to really reach out to people because help is just out there. Meron yan. No? Don't despair.
Sinap-inspire
and na medyo talagang habang sasalita si Murag, tinitingnan ko talagang bagay na bagay talaga sa kanya. Being a mother of all OFW dito sa Kingdom of Bahrain. And we are glad, we are very happy, Madam, that to have you as our ambassadress.
Maraming salamat.
Di talagang ma'am, talagang ngayon mas nalapit kami sa Philippine Embassy kasi before within the first 3 years kasi dito hindi ako masyado ding sumasali sa mga activities ng embassy. But ngayon, we're on touch. Lalo po kami nasa podcast pa, talagang mga chinichismis namin sa ating mga kababayan mga programa po ng Philippine Embassy.
To be honest, Madam, pag may mga charities, talagang si Sam nandiyan kami sasabihin niya, halika na, andun si Amba.
Ito si Amba.
Okay.
Salamat sa inyong suporta. And I wish you all the best sa inyong podcast. Please continue featuring the Filipino community. May mga iba't ibang businesses tayo dito, na I'm also surprised that they've accomplished so much and they need to be exposed din.
Nakakatuwa mo.
Tulungan din sila para, if they're selling certain products or services so that they will be known to the community.
That is one of our objective.
Okay.
Mas makilala pa yung mga Pilipino.
And this is the one we talk about with Sam and Nina. Let's feature Filipino entrepreneurs. Let's help them to increase the awareness about their products, about their business.
At saka rin, be a partner of the embassy in promoting Philippine tourism. Okay? Kasi hindi tayo matatalo doon, di ba?
I can be Michelle D.
And we are so thankful kasi yung attend si Ma'am nung anniversary natin.
Yes, of course.
Nakakatawa at nakakalaki ng puso na ma-invite ang isang ambassador.
Medyo nanginginig ako kasi nasa harap na harap. Kaya, si Amba.
Nakakaya yung mga bosses natin.
Yes.
Pero we're so glad, Madam, talaga na napaka-honored namin na kayo to support.
Thank you rin. Thank you also for your support for the embassy.
So yun, Ma'am, for lasting, so ano po yung message nyo naman sa ating mga kababayang OFWs dito po sa Kingdom of Bahrain? Kahit all over the world na message nyo po siya, ano po yung gusto nyo po sabihin?
Well, lahat ng mga Pilipino sa Kingdom of Bahrain ay malugod kong binabati, and I hope that you are keeping safe and well. Ngayon sa mga panahon na to, it's a very challenging time, especially dito sa Middle East. So lahat din ay hinikayat ko na, let's pray for peace to prevail para, hindi tayo maapektuhan, no? At saka yung mga kabayan din natin sa iba't ibang panig dito, especially in countries in the Middle East where there is conflict, we hope that they will continue to be safe and well, no? At tayo rin, please remain vigilant at mag-ingat din tayo. Nung nakalaang Friday, nag-information session tayo on updates on monkeypox with Dr. Ansari Makapundag as resource speaker kasi importante din. There are health challenges that continue to affect us. Sa susunod naman na Friday, kaya kayo sinasabihan ko na meron din tayo uling information session with the Capital Governorate and Ministry of Interior. Ito naman ay on cybersecurity kasi marami pa ring challenges. Meron tayong mga kabayan na nabibiktima ng scam. So we should be careful. And also yung prevention of substance abuse and the promotion of peaceful coexistence, no? So mga importanteng topic ito. And I hope na kung anong man yung mga kailangan ninyo, the embassy remains open to support you, and wag maatubili, and just don't hesitate to contact us. Monitor our social media platforms. I-follow nyo po yung embassy Facebook and Instagram kasi marami po tayong mga announcements doon. Doon po kami nagpo-post ng mga posters and announcements ng mga important na mga developments and activities. So maraming salamat.
So nagpa-flash po dito sa ating screen yung contact details ng Facebook page ng Philippine Embassy here in Manila.
Philippine Embassy.
Ako, Ma'am, maraming salamat.
Thank you rin.
Thank you so much.
We have a special gift, Ma'am, sa iyo from our sponsor din po ito, from Flower Valley. Ayan.
Thank you.
Yes, Ma'am.
Okay. From Flower Valley. Di ba? Owned by
Josh. Si Josh.
Nakasama niyo siya. By a Filipino. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much.
Maraming salamat.
Opo. So yun, ako, Mama Viva, so talagang
it's another good day for us.
It's our honor talaga to have
very
Madam Ann on our podcast. At talaga, finally, isa-show na to. Talagang so excited. Talagang marami nag-aabang din, Ma'am.
Thank
for this
you.
interview.
Oh, thank you for the
Opo, may mga
interview.
nagsasabi sa amin, please guest ambassador.
Oo.
We want her makita sa...
Kasi usually lang
Podcast
talaga,
nyo.
ma'am, nakikita, di ba yung mga ibang vlogs din namin? Ambush interview lang tayo. Mabilisang interview lang.
Lagi, no?
Lagi.
Pero hindi tayo napapahiya.
Yes, lagi tayong pinagbibigyan ni Madam Outcares. Ako maraming salamat ulit, Madam Ann.
Thank
for
you.
this opportunity. And
Thank you rin.
yes, of course, mga kasansi, don't forget to follow our social media accounts. Nariyan po ang ating Facebook.
Andiyan ang ating TikTok
Yes, ang ating pong Instagram.
at ang ating
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yes. Maraming salamat. Patas yung ating followers and subscribers.
Sobra.
Ayan, syempre maraming salamat din sa ating productions. Ayan, ang ating cinematography. Maraming salamat.
Ang ating makeup artist.
Yes, ang ating pong wardrobe. Maraming salamat. And of course, Artful.
Ang artful.
Yes, thank you so much. So, yun. So, Mama Viva?
Yes. Okay na ako.
Okay na? Okay na? Wala ka rin pa
Wala.
Ayan, so maraming salamat. At syempre, we are so thankful for Madam Ann Halando Onluis, Her Excellency, the ambassador from the Philippines here at the Kingdom of Bahrain. Thank
Yes.
you so much, ma'am. At talaga, we are so very happy. Treasure natin tong moment na to, Mama Vic.
Baka i-boost ko pa.
Kaya nga, i-boost natin yan. Ha?
Yes.
Alright, so yun. Ako, maraming salamat mga kasansi. This has been Sam,
And quiz,
the podcast. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
For the flowers and the
Opo.
and the